Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Let Them Trade. We have a monumental problem. The king has something really special planned, but some spoil sports aren't so keen on the idea. I'm assuming we must build a giant statue for his honor. Greetings, dear subject. I'm very impressed with the work you've done so far, and now I'm trusting you with some very special constructions projects. This will require your utmost concentration and dedication, as these are issues of national importance. As mentioned last time, I am planning an event, a very big party, to celebrate my birthday. Isn't that great? Everybody is going to be so happy. I'm sure the common folk will be jumping for joy. And to celebrate the announcement of the celebration of the celebratory event that is my birthday, I decided to construct a monument. This thing is going to be a little costly, and we're going to require a lot of metal, so we also need some coal. Have a look around and see if you can find any. Alright, dude. Coal is the goal. Find the resource coal, alright? Sir Garen, you have a job. And the job is to go north. Let's see. Let's take a look at our towns here. So Willow Holt looks to be Potato Town. Get these activated first things first. And then Thistle Hollow appears to be our Sawmill Town. Go ahead and get the Lumberjack Guild activated as well. I think you want to do that every single time when you first start a new city here. Get this up to level 2. We would like to get wheat. We would like to get wool off the ground, and we would like to do fish as well. I kind of want to like double up the town. Like right here? This might be kind of a crazy idea. But I want a bridge here. I want a road and road. And then I want to put my town center. Well, I found coal. I want to put my town center right there. Great, let's get building. I'm sending you the design for the statue. Plop it down in a city of your choice. They're going to be so happy. The gold statue built. Stone toolmaker researched. Stone toolmaker built. Okay. I'm thinking we put Stone Toolmaker and Willow Holt over here. Well, let me focus on one city at a time here. So city center. And then peasantry. Here. Here. Fish. Wool. And let that go. Alright, coal is all the way up there. We almost need to build a second or a fourth town that is dedicated just to coal. Sir Garen, can you just start exploring over here so I know where to put that town? Put that there. Okay, you guys are supplying the potatoes. You guys will be supplying the luxury resources. You are supplying wood. Okay. Stone Toolmaker is the name of the game. We already have quarry, so we might as well just honestly mainline it all the way up to coal. No, because coal, we need to make tools first, so we'll get those 3 things queued up. Yeah, that looks good. Probably need a quarry in this town. And then a stone toolmaker, which I assume will also need workers rather than... Yeah, because that's in the workers zone. Yeah, right here. We do have worker home unlocked already, so we don't have to research that, thankfully. That's... Can I move you? Nope. Put you at the end, then. We need stone first, so let's get a quarry built here. I'm gonna upgrade you, because you're gonna be a fairly large town. So we'll need a worker's house, a stone cutter's tools place. That's 2 buildings. And then probably another peasant house, just to make things simpler. So let's put that there. So we have enough houses to run the quarry and the 2 potato fields. And then we'll get the worker's house once you're upgraded. And then that'll allow us to build the stonemakers, or the stone tool maker, once we have that. Potato farm upgrade is available. Yeah, we'll go for 20% output. We don't have enough money. Oh, that's not the potato field. There we go. Just kind of waiting for this stuff to get built. Ooh, we could make another stone town up here. That's kind of an interesting idea. I think I like that idea. We're gonna do peasants. We'll bring in the workers in a sec. But for now, we'll just focus on stone. Because we could make this into a stone town and a coal town. Stone coal town. Because I believe coal people will have to run the coal mine. Or workers will have to run the coal mine. Now let's connect you guys road-wise. There we go. I want to upgrade the lumber camp. Would produce more stuff. I don't know. We'll leave it for a sec. That's good. I still haven't built the quarry. You guys haven't built the quarry, and the other town built the quarry before you did. That's crazy. I guess we are much closer to the wood production over here. How did they beat you guys? You guys have to think about what you're doing. Okay, now the quarry's done. Good. And that has peasants living in it. And the town is not quite upgraded yet. There it goes. Let's get workers here. And then this is underway. And then we'll put that right there. And then I'm thinking we'll have workers running stone tools here too. So that way we don't have a monopoly on stone at least, which is nice. Monopolies are bad for the overall economy of the kingdom. Honestly, monopolies are no good for anybody other than the person who holds the monopoly. Remember that, children. Ben Economics 101. Construction complete. So we're ready to rock and roll with the stone toolmaker down here as soon as this clears, which is very close. I kind of wonder if we shouldn't get urban development going here too. We can build more cities so our economy's not so dependent on like one town. I think we'll go with urban development post stone toolmaker. There we go. Upgrades to the food economy. We'll go ahead and upgrade the lumber economy as well. Couldn't hurt to have a little more production. Stone toolmaker, hell yeah. Unlock the modification industrial zone. Okay. Well, stone toolmaker here. Stone toolmaker there. And then we would love to get coal mine post urban development here. And then like urban development wise would be pretty nice to get another wood town. So maybe down here we could build another wood town. Running out of money though. You guys are functioning. Getting there. Still need more planks. So yeah, like another wood town would be nice because we're just low on boards in general, I think. So once the town is upgraded, or the urban development is upgraded, we could build a town for wood, which would be 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 to get that off the ground, and then another sawmill. So it'll take about 2,000 gold to build a new town that's dedicated to wood production, not including upgrades or anything like that. You're so close. Oh, you're very close now. You just got 9 boards delivered to you. You're done. So, hey, coal mine research, coal mine built. We're working on that. Urban development is almost done. Yay! So now we can build more cities if we need to. It's like, basically, it's interesting that the luxury towns always seem to gain the most money regardless of having to buy staples from everyone else, which is kind of interesting. You guys are almost done. You guys are busy, that's good. And you'll be our coal town, which will be good. You can also make stone tools now, which is good. Is there anybody who like enjoys likes using stone tools? Yeah, so we could this is kind of interesting. I think we would like to boost the output of the quarry by using the stone tools that go back into the economy. You guys need workers, I just realized. They're like, you built us this factory, but no one works there. Oh, coal mine research, that was fast. All right, so now what'll be good for just the economy in general? I think maybe level 2 fishery, level 2 farm, and level 2 sawmill. There we go. Man, you guys are doing gangbusters down here. Greenspur is in a little bit of trouble. Well, it's happy though. That's good. They just don't have a lot of money. Fishery level 2, very good. Maple Watch is just for a town that's as small as Maple Watch is, they have a ton of money. All right, the coal mine is good. What you need workers though, right? Yeah. So we will have to upgrade Greenspur. We will have to build a new worker home right here. And then we'll have to add the coal mine right there. Build the base for the golden statue. Maybe we build it in Maple Watch? Where's the golden statue? Ah, the mission. Takes planks. Oh, it's expensive too. Takes planks, coal, and stone. Getting all the upgrades at least, so that's a good thing. I think we'll hold off on any more upgrades for a sec, just so we can kind of save some money. The one downside of just like constantly researching stuff, if you're not going to use it, is you're just spending money. Those keep the economy humming though. Alright, new workers. You can go here. Because you run that, you guys run this, and you guys will run the coal mine once I have enough money to build a coal mine. What is the overall outlook of the wood price? It's holding steady around 10-ish. Potatoes is more... It's a bit lower. Fish is really high. Nobody has bread. Is bread for workers? I'm curious. You guys won't tell me anything about bread? Did they just like gloss over that where like they didn't tell me what bread was for? Maybe I'm like ahead of the game. But we are building a coal mine. I don't know, man. I feel like bread is important for somebody. You know what? I bet bread is needed for workers. How do I look at workers here? Here, go here. I didn't mean to close your slot. I kicked you out of your house. I feel so bad. feel like we're missing some key information. The in-game wiki. Not in there. Yeah, it's got, you know what? I bet it is. I bet workers like bread and workers like clothing. Because you can kind of intuit that based on it being in the worker zone. So we got bread here, and then tailoring as well. And that comes from wool, I assume. It's gated behind the quarry for some reason, but yeah, I bet that's how that goes, which is interesting. We could kind of not convert, but add to Maple Watch's economy with tailoring. It'd be interesting. I kind of like that idea. And then we'll need to build like a new town just for growing wheat and bread. Because there's a lot of buildings that go into wheat production. You have farms for wheat, you have the mill to grind the wheat, and then you have the baker to bake the bread. So it's a lot going on in there. But this would be a good place for a town that was dedicated to wheat production. So that's not a bad idea. Yeah, because the towns that have workers in them are a little underhappy because they're not being served their extra luxury goods on top of everything. That's really interesting to keep in mind. I need an iron mine. What the heck? All right. Well, in that case, let's start building the... Well, we'll have to research the wheat farm first. I think what we do here is extra peasant home, wheat farm, upgrade you once we have the money, so we can fund two farms worth of peasants. We'll have to upgrade Maple Watch to be able to get 2 workers' homes, but then we can build a tailor, or maybe just 1 worker's home. But then we can build a tailor that will transform wool into clothing as well. Why did I do this? I convinced myself you were also going to be our wheat town, which is not true. Although you could be, this is kind of an interesting thought, is you could be wheat town that then supplies the wheat to whoever bakes the bread, which would just kind of like move the economy. I almost wonder if it's better to not be specializing in things. Like, is it better for the economy to be moving raw resources that get refined elsewhere, or is it better to do the refining all in one place? I think it's more efficient to do it all in one place, but maybe money-wise, it might be more valuable. It might be more valuable to upgrade, or to move the stuff first and then refine it. That way you're kind of double dipping on the taxes, right? Because you get a tax on the resource being sent, it gets refined, and then maybe even goes back to build something new elsewhere, or in the town it came from. It's interesting to think about. I don't know if I know how the game interacts well enough with itself to figure out that specific detail yet. But I kind of like the idea of going mill bakery soon. But we do want to upgrade Maple Watch to be able to get a worker and then a tailor as well. I think I'll put the tailor on like this little peninsula over here. That's actually pretty cheap building, interestingly. Only 250 gold. We'll build that guy, and then we'll add the tailor, and you guys can make clothes for people pretty quickly here. Per minute in global trade. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, so more trade equals more tax money. So that's kind of interesting from that perspective. Yeah, Greenspur is still pretty poor. Although, once we start baking, once we get up to baking standards, we might be able to... They might start coming back because they have all the coal. And if we don't run into if we don't research charcoal, they'll have to buy their bread from Greenspur. Something to think about. Greenspur is a level 2 town already. Yeah, these people aren't staying because their luxury resources aren't being met. Which is okay. How did you guys get so much money? I need to tax you guys more. $9,500 gold from the budget. We sell wood for less than it costs us. We don't have any bread. Some workers run out of wood. Okay, so we probably do need to think about getting another wood town going. I did talk about that. And then you guys might want to think about just building another potato field. Or maybe upgrading the potato field? Ooh. Can everybody start using stone tools? Because we have a stone tools economy surplus. Like, we're holding 90 stone tools here. Do you guys use stone tools? No. Which is surprising. Why wouldn't you use stone tools? You guys do, though. Which increases our plank output, and you're the only people producing planks, so that's not a bad thing to do. You guys use stone tools? You guys do. And you guys do. Yeah, let's up the output here. Don't necessarily need it just yet, but we can start thinking about building our bakery town. I kind of wonder if we shouldn't put our bakery town like more centralized. But there's not a lot of land to be building here. Like, it'll run into the castle, and that's no good for the castle. Although you could just kind of build it along the shore here, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Can you build next to the castle? You cannot. Okay. So these are the tiles where a town could fit. It's not very great. I almost kind of want to build like in a little island town. And you guys need to like build further out. I'm gonna do it. This is now Milltown. I don't know what your name is gonna be. Can I rename you? You can. That's funny. Quilford? Absolutely not. You're Milford. You guys were so close. Milford. Perfect. That way I'll never forget what it's used for. Now you guys are only going to be a worker town, which is kind of interesting. So let's get started with worker, and then the mill. And then a bakery will go here. And can I build another house here? I can, okay. So you guys immediately start producing wool, which is great. I'm gonna leave that one on, actually. I think it's kind of nice to be able to see at a glance whether houses or buildings are fully staffed. This place is doing great. They got the bread, or sorry, they got the tailor. The tailor's doing awesome. You guys use stone tools? Absolutely you can. How about you guys? Yes, more stone tools. You just get free output when you're next to a water tile. That's good to know. But I like the idea of the stone tools being utilized because we just have this like massive surplus of stone tools we're not utilizing. So I'll make everybody use stone tools in order to boost their own production, and then I assume we'll get some benefit from all of this money that's just accumulated in every single town like that. We're close. You guys have made plenty of coal. Greenspur is starting to gain traction from a monetary standpoint. You guys won't be doing that for a while, not until you start making bread. Because there's nothing to bring into your economy until you can start selling bread to other towns. So I'm going to put you here. And the reason for that being is when we finally get the, oh, we won't be able to build here. I'm a moron. Shoot. What I was hoping to do was be able to put this here. The bakery there, so it would boost our people's happiness in the city. Unfortunate. That's okay. We'll just put the bakery elsewhere. You want to surround the bakery with your houses, because we discovered last episode that the bakery gives off good smells, and that makes people happy. It's gonna take a while. Estimated cost is 2,000 gold. And you guys aren't doing anything. You're just existing. Yeah, very unhappy in Milford. Greenspur is not super happy. And part of that is we just don't have we don't have bread for any of the workers. Willowholt is not very happy either. Why aren't you guys happy? Are quite happy and paying a little extra. Well, agree to disagree, I suppose. It's not 100%, I guess, is what I was thinking. All is fine here. Wrong. Bakery unlocked. Nice. What do we need to get the bread going? 600 gold. And then that'll turn you guys like right around. Yeah, I can't build between two cities. So I guess I'll build like, yeah, maybe on the road here. We just need more money. I haven't even started the golden statue. I don't think I've found any iron. Now that I think about it. Maybe in the mountains over here? Maybe up here. Just keep going north, man. I don't know what else to tell you to do. Bread incoming! More mountains, more coal. Alright, we found the edge of the world. Go back to the castle. Could be over here. Honestly, it could just like end up being anywhere. Maybe down here. No? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to tell you to explore. Ooh, gold! Neat! Resources, gold. Buildings, gold mine. And coal. Gold and coal. Gold coal. You guys are now producing bread. So you should start selling bread to other folks. To make the other workers happy. And then you should be able to start bringing money into your own economies. I hope. Right now you guys are kind of struggling. Donate. Oh, interesting. You can take money from certain cities. So if they're happy, kind of want to do that. What do you guys got? Adjacent to the mountain tile. Well, you're not adjacent to a mountain, so that doesn't really matter. I got extra wheat, so why don't we send that to the... to there? You still haven't found any iron, bro? More gold! Maybe we should just build a gold town. What does the gold mine do? Where is the gold mine? I'm like kind of hoping it just makes gold. Not sure. Unknown. You guys still haven't made any money. I was dead set that you guys would be able to make money once you got your bread production off the ground. Is it because you don't have a lot of people? You are making wheat, or flour. There's plenty of flour in stock. We found the iron! All right, we gotta make an iron town. An iron gold town. That's kind of fun. What do you do with iron and gold? Medium barracks, a forge, and then a gold mine, which goes into goldsmithing. I see. And then, you know what? I bet the aristocrats, they literally just consume resources, I bet. Because they're like old money, right? They don't need to work. That's my hunch. Anyway, I think we've made a good progress right now. I'm going to pause the episode there, and we will come back with attempting to get the gold statue started. While also pursuing this new town down in this direction. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Let Them Trade or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!